Welcome back, everybody. Nice to be back over here on the Combat Sports Media YouTube channel again. I'm going to give you my thoughts on the Gervonta Davis fight with Lamont Roach that took place. First of all, very interesting fight, very competitive fight. I enjoyed it. Very tactical and technical. A lot of people think that Lamont Roach deserved the win. I personally don't have any issues or problem with that sentiment or opinion. I think both fighters did some good work and presented themselves well throughout the fight. With that said, I personally don't have any issues with the draw. Or the result of the fight. However, obviously, in my opinion, Tank Davis's knockdown, or whatever you want to call it, he took a knee in the middle of the round, and traditionally, normally, that is called a knockdown by the referee. In this case, it wasn't. However, I agree with the masses. Most of us fans believe that it was not handled correctly, and it wasn't the right call. And the ref, Steve Willis, I believe his name is, who, in my opinion, is a wonderful referee. And again, we have to remember, look, being a referee is a very hard job because you have to make split-second decisions on the fly, and that's not always easy, no matter how much experience you have. And the bigger the stage, the more difficult that is. I'm not a referee, but I know how that may feel like from other experiences in life. It is what it is. I've seen him make mistakes before in the past. So this is the first time he's, quote unquote, fumbled the ball, in my opinion. But Abel Sanchez, who I believe did an interview with Fight Hub with Marcos Villegas, brought up a very interesting point regarding that situation. And again, I believe Steve Willis is a great referee. He's a good referee, generally speaking. But Abel Sanchez said that technically you could argue that what Gervonta did was within the rules. Because, for example, if your shoe becomes untied in the middle of the round, or your mouthpiece falls out, for example, or the tape on your glove comes loose, you as a fighter have a right to, I guess, call for a timeout or inform the referee and get that fixed and resume fighting. So I actually think that was an interesting point, because technically he is right. The fighter does have the right to stop the fight, or at least point out to the referee that something is wrong, I need to get this fixed, and then I can continue fighting, such as, again, the tape being fixed on the glove, or the mouthpiece having to go back in the mouth after falling out, or in this case, it was possibly like something that got in his eye that needed to get wiped out. But it's still, if that was the case, you still can't do it the way he did it, But again, it is still up to the referee's discretion. So I guess technically, by the book and by the law, everything that transpired is on the up and up, and the athletic commission doesn't have any real pressure to change the outcome of the fight or alter anything that had to do with that situation. So I believe everything will definitely stand as is. Obviously, I could be wrong, but because of that, I think everything will stay as is. Now, I do expect a rematch to take place, obviously, because I believe the fans want to see it, and it's something that Tank Davis wants as well, from what I could tell and see. And so yeah, but those are my thoughts on the situation and on that night in general. Again, I thought both fighters presented themselves well. I expected Gervonta Davis to win, obviously. I believe most of you saw my videos regarding this fight when I was previewing it. But you know, he's got to pick it up. Gervonta Davis has got to pick it up. He's got to start, after this. And that's another thing. I agree with Gervonta when he says, it's my fault. I'm going to right this wrong. It was clear to me, anyway, that he simply didn't start fast enough. And he didn't pick it up. And he admitted that. He said that he lost track of the rounds and that he thought he had a lot more time than he really did. And that's why he picked it up kind of late. So, and I believe him. I think that if they have a rematch, Gervonta should knock Lamont Roach out. Well, there you have it, folks. Thank you for tuning in. More videos to come.